Hello everybody, I'm Matthew, also known as SamuraiHex, and welcome back to another episode of Zero to Hero. With me, Matthew, and our manager, Dominic Braddock. It is a very warm day here in sunny old England, and I am sweating like mad, so if I get things mixed up, probably because of dehydration, even though I've been keeping hydrated like mad all throughout the day and all that stuff, but yeah. But if you're excited for maybe some mistakes because of heat exhaustion, you know how it goes, and all that good stuff, like the video, subscribe to the channel as well for more FM24 videos, hit the bell for push notifications so you never miss an upload. Anyway, let's get into the episode. So, you were last here for the draw against Niigata and the loss to Nagano. After that, because we've played all the way until the end of the last game of the season, we played Kawasaki Frontale, won that 3-0. FC Machida, we won 1-0. Tokyo, FC Tokyo, another old team of Dominic Brannon's dad, Neil Brannon, is a 4-4 draw. Kyoto, we lost 2-1. Then beat Kawasaki Frontale in the second leg of the round of 16 in the J League Cup. And then beat Kitakyushu in the Emperor's Cup second round. Then lost to Shimizu, lost to Kobe, and lost to Kashiwa 5-2, 1-0 and 3-0 before beating Iwata 4-2. Matsumoto, we ended up losing in the Emperor's Cup third round in extra time in the end, 5-3. Disappointing there considering Matsumoto are second tier side, even though they were very much of a surprise for them getting relegated last year. Yokohama FC, our old affiliates, we won 1-0. Tochigi, we won 2-0. Hiroshima, we won 4-1. Sapporo, we won 2-0. Urawa, we won 3-0. Yamagata, we drew 2-2. Then in the quarterfinal of the J League Cup, we beat Shimizu in the first leg and drew with them in the second leg to get into the semi-final of the J League Cup. And Kashima, we then lost 2-1. Gamba Osaka, we won 2-1. Souzo Osaka, we won 3-2. And then in the semi-final of the J League Cup, we unfortunately lost. First draw against Nagoya at home before losing 4-2 away from home. And they get into the final of the J League Cup. We're knocked out in the semis. And since then, it's not been the best run of his form. We played Nagoya for the third time in a row, losing that 3-1. Niigata, we drew 1-1. Nagano, we just recently played and lost 3-1. And we've just recently played FC Machida and won 2-1. So today we've got the game against FC Tokyo, where if we win it, I think if everything goes right and there's no winners there's no unique winners of the Emperor's Cup or the J League Cup, we get Champions League football for next season, which is just a shock. It's a pure and utter shock. If you look at Sasaki, he's been the second best player in average ratings. He's also been third best player in assists. Saying this guy is probably still J3 League quality, he's actually a good J2 now. But he's been with us since J3, and he didn't play, well, he played a lot in the second season we were at Musashino when we signed him on a free transfer from Tokushima. But then after that, he's just been amazing. He didn't play much last year, and he hasn't played as much this year, but he's still been absolutely amazing. But yeah, win this game against FC Tokyo, and yeah, we could be in for Champions League football, which, if that is the case, I'm going to stay another year at Musashino. In fact, I'm probably going to stay another year anyway, because I'm just enjoying my time here. We're a bit far off Kashima, Shimizu and Iwata winning the title. Kyoto were close to us, Yamagata were close to us, who were recently promoted alongside us, I think. Yes, they were. As you can see, we're fourth best team in the league so far, and we're 2,000 to 1 odds. It's just been such a shock season, really. As you can see, Hiroshima, Tochigi and FC Machida are all the ones going down. But we've also got transfers to go over, which you might have just seen a bit of a glimpse to it. So let's look at the outs. Kazuki Mishima was sold in the end. He was that 33-year-old player that came in on free transfer, I think 2 seasons ago. Yeah, 2 seasons ago, halfway through the J2 league. He didn't make much of an impact. And so with his age, I thought I'm not keeping him for an extra year, which his contract was worth up to that point. I'm just going to sell him now, while we could still get a profit. Well, it's always going to be profit on a free transfer, but as well we could still get a good new deal. And so we've got £67,000 for him. Mineku Karai, a centre back who was with us years, like literally years. He was with us in our first ever season, and he played well in the J3 all those seasons. Didn't play much in J2 compared to the last time, and then J1 he was just hardly being played. FC Osaka spent £230,000 for him, which I'm very happy with that sale. Dantu Kaneshima was also sold to FC Osaka. He was also from the J3 league era. He had a really good season in J2, but this season he kind of wasn't playing much, so we decided to sell him. And yeah, 33 years old, getting £105,000. I'm not that fussed. And Riku Tanaka, who you might remember has been on the bench a few times. He was in our first ever youth intake with Musashino, when we managed to get everyone up, all the facilities, well, the youth recruitment and the junior coaching up to 1 instead of -1. This past season he's been playing the most, mostly because of only having to have 4 homegrown players on the bench. But Mariasu in J2, I've seen him, thought I'm going to pay £100,000 rising to £200,000. I thought 2.5-star potentiality, getting £100,000 now for a player that's probably only top J3 league or even worse, probably. He's probably worse than J3 league, because like when he joined as a youth intake, we only had a quality of like 1 or 2 in junior coaching and youth recruitment, so he's not going to be brilliant. And I think we've kind of pulled Marius's trousers down there and got a load of money for him when we probably shouldn't have. In terms of people joining, no one's joined, but I have kind of gone overboard. Maybe just a tiny bit with signing free transfers of youngsters who could make the cut. And yeah, just sign a load of youngsters. If they can make the cut, good. If they can't, we'll sell them hopefully for a profit next season. But as you can see, there's a load of players. Some of them, like Tepe Ruki, are at first in quality and are coming in as main choice players next season. But most of them are too young to really care. But yeah, they should do a job on getting them free transfers. It keeps our motto of getting good players in on free and then selling them for profit later down the line, which I just think should continue doing that, even though if you look at finances, we could got 1.6 million in the bank, and if we go to board, we are improving. Well, we have improved youth facilities, and we're currently improving the training facilities. So yeah, it's been really good what the board have been doing for me since Wataru Omori joined in 2046. But we have our final game of the season against FC Tokyo, old Neil's old club, who we of course won the first ever league title for FC Tokyo, ended up becoming favourite personnel before leaving to West Ham. Now we've got the 3 brothers, his 3 sons. One of them, of course, also is managing in Tokyo. If I quickly go to Callum Brannan, he's still managing Bolton. He did have a bit wanted from Millwall, but that apparently came nowhere. If we go to Bolton, so far this season in League One, they're currently 7th and they're expected to finish 9th, so they're not doing too badly. It's built up quite a good squad there. Ryan Brannan was also wanted by Millwall. Loot or lot. He's 8th currently, expected to finish 10th, so he's overachieving as well. And we are seriously overachieving, because we're still probably like top J3 quality, lower J2 quality. That's how bad we are, and how we're overachieving, just crazy. But yeah, the team going in for this episode, this final game of the season, Takehiro Ito is still our goalkeeper. He's not been the best with the clean sheets, but he's still not been bad. Ryosuke Omori is our right back. Nakayama is our centre back alongside Higuchi. Then we've got Baronexia. I don't know how you pronounce his name. He's kind of gone down in overall, and the last 5 games have not been good enough. Reason we've got some players coming in on left back who hopefully give him a run for his money next season. Kavatani, who has surprised me once again with how good he can be, even though he's probably still only J3 quality. Yeah, decent J3 league player, and yeah, he's been with us before we came here, and he's been playing regularly all this time. Maybe not past 2 seasons, but it's to be expected considering we've gone up 2 levels since then. We're still not doing too badly for his age and not improving probably. Seri is our other DM. We've got Sasaki as our right winger, Kishimoto as our left winger, and then Kobayashi and Hajime Ando as our 2 strikers. Hajime Ando's got 29 goals in 39 games at 33 years old after coming up from J3 at that age. To be fair, when he joined us in J3, just before we were doing the playoffs, he ended up saying he was a good or decent J1 league player, and so he's probably gone down in overall since then, but he's still a good player. Then we've got Yano, Kaneko, Arai, Hakaku, Otomo, Suzuki, and Uekuza all on the bench. All I can hope for is a win in this game against FC Tokyo, and yeah, hopefully, I don't know if it's for automatic Champions League spots. I don't know where like Japan and Asia. I'm not that knowledgeable really in the Champions League and like cup competitions, continental cup competitions in Asia. I basically know that in Football Manager, the winner of the only league that's in India, which is the second tier, qualified for the Federations Cup. But I don't even know if that's even a thing in real life because of the Hero Super League or whatever it's called, not the I-League. I think it's the Super League. Anyway, I'm going to say I want to pick up where you left off. Yeah, hopefully we can win this game. And it looks like we're getting the highlight from the start with Nakayama on the ball, passes it to Baronexia. I don't know how to pronounce his name. I got to figure it out. Those Basque names always fool me, to be fair. Ando loses the ball unfortunately, but Higuchi picks it up, passes it to Baronexia, who's fouled or not. That looked like a foul, but okay, we're still playing. Because of it, Hajime Ando scores to make it 1-0 Musashino, and we've done our job so far. I thought that was a foul on Baronexia, but no, he didn't even play on. He just thought it was not a foul, and because of that, there was a mistake from FC Tokyo, and we scored from it. Good work. Well, bad work, referee, but also good work, referee, for not giving the foul. Baronexia on the throw. Gets it from Sarai and then gives it to Higuchi, who gives it to Karatani. Kobayashi to Sasaki. To Kobayashi, gets it a bit of a tussle and then gets Hajime Ando. And Hajime Ando, what does he do? Well, of course, he scores to make it 2-0 Musashino. He's such a good player. Hajime Ando is such a good player. I don't know why I even decided, you know what, I'm going to check the free agents market in the J3 League, even though the window's closed. I don't even know what made me even do that, and I just saw Hajime Ando at 5-star, and I was like, okay, I'm signing him. It's been literally the best transfer I've ever done this FM. Maybe even the whole of YouTube FM that I've been doing, or even before that, playing the entirety of FM. Which is for someone who's bought probably about 10,000 hours or 12, 15 to 5,000 hours in 10 years. It's probably a really good signing, but yeah, enough about that. Ashitaka have gone and scored. That's just consolation for this game. At half time, we are 2-1 up. I'll say things are going well. However, I've just noticed that Sasaki has a bit of a knock, and I don't want to really risk him, so Arai will come on for him. And maybe, oops, I didn't mean to do that. Maybe swap them around. Yeah, swap them around. Well, the right winger with the left winger, if you're watching it tabbed out or whatever, because I know some people like watching it tabbed out. I like watching FM content tabbed out, and then tab back in when something interesting happens or a new signing happens or whatever. It's hard to watch FM now. Most YouTube videos, to be fair. There's actually been new highlights, and I think we'll make another sub. Kaneka could be taken off for maybe not Karatani. I don't know. I'm going to trust Karatani to play a full 90 minutes. And I would have brought on Otoma, but he's anxious. Is it worth ruining the whole aspect of the team if I put him on? Maybe a bit later on. In case it can come on for Kobayashi, that's for sure. Even though Kobayashi is having a good game, but he is on a yellow card. In case it has come off the bench a few times, I think, and not done too badly. As we will make the final 2 substitutions of the game. I know I probably shouldn't be doing this, but I'm going to take Baron Texture off for Otomo. And Hakaki can come on for Amori. Which I'll put Kishimoto on. Yeah, let's keep Amori on the right hand side of defence. And take Kishimoto off for Hakaku. As obviously that doesn't screw us, it's a good tackle by Ando. And it ends up getting to Nakayama. To Hakaku, whose pass is poor. Good tackle then by Nakayama to cover. And almost straight away, and Hakako, or whatever his name is, makes a mistake. Could have cost us quite dramatically then a load of money. But Higuchi now on the ball, passes it to whoever that was, but loses it in the next attack, and then, oh no. CG Simola scores to equalise, and hopefully that is offside. Go on, be offside. What's Kishimoto doing? Don't know what Kishimoto's just doing now. Don't know if that's offside. It's weird, because Baron Texture was walking that way, and then Kishimoto was walking the other way. I don't understand it. Bit confusing this game. As Ando's pass was poor then, hopefully Kaku does really, really well then, and Ando back to Kaneko, to Yukusa, and it ends up going to Hajime Ando. What does he do? He scores, obviously. Yes, Hajime Ando, what else can you do? I just wish Hajime Ando was like 10 years younger. I really do. It's too bad he's 33, but he deserves a Japanese cap. He probably won't get one at his age. But Amori passes it to Kaneko. Kaneko loses it, but Amori picks it up. And it's with Kaneko, and Kaneko scores. We get 4-1 Musashino. I think this game's sealed. As we've got another last minute highlight in the 91st minute. Is it going to be a mistake by FC Tokyo? As is with Inoue. Gives it to Watanabe to go to. Tomo tracking the run of him. He gives it to Watanabe, back to another Otomo. And Watanabe again. Can we block it? No, we can't. Otomo could have gone in a bit further then, but to block it, it was giving him too much space. Because of that, he had space to have a shot. Because of that, it's 4-2 to Musashino. Thankfully, though, they've left it too late to mount a comeback, and it is a 4-2 victory. We were not as good as FC Tokyo. XG kind of overpowered them. They kind of overpowered us, I mean. But well done, lads. And I think that is Champions League football guaranteed for next year. The 4th place, 62 points. Now, the only thing I don't know is if the J League Cup gets a Champions League spot, or the Emperor's Cup gets a Champions League spot. I don't think the J League Cup does, but the Emperor's Cup is like the main competition of Japanese football for like FA knockout football. So the J League Cup was won by Nagoya, and Nagoya don't have a Champions League thing on there, I think, which is good. While the Emperor's Cup is Hiroshima and Kobe. That is bad, because whoever wins that, Kobe are 15th, Hiroshima are relegated in 18th. If they win that and then we don't get Champions League football, I'm going to be so angry. But we weren't expected it. We were expected to be in a relegation battle. We've just completely surpassed it. I'm just so amazed how good a season we've had. If you for anyone wanting to know the tactic, I've called it the Rising Musashino because boy, have we risen. Basically, what I'm going to be doing is I will, hopefully by the end of this episode, so I don't have to know it's episode 10 of Zero to Hero, I'll put up the tactic on my Patreon for free download. So basically, in the link in the description, there'll be a link to my Patreon. You don't have to subscribe or anything to it. You'll get the tactic automatically free to download. Because I don't really like doing stuff I don't really like paying or selling stuff that's like, oh, you need this to make the game better. Like rebuild saves or whatnot are more inclined to be happier for me to do, because it doesn't matter if you don't. It's like you're not getting a bonus for doing anything. You're only having an interest in the save that I've just done. And that's why I put up the rebuilds, but I don't put up anything else like graphic packs or face packs or anything like that stuff for paid work. But yeah, you can download the tactic over on my Patreon. Patreon SamuraiHex. Link, like I said, is in the description. But yeah, that is the end of this episode and of, I think, season 5. Yeah, I think season 5. We've done 8 episodes normally and 2 episodes, which are the 1 season per episode, which I don't like doing for Zero to Hero. But yeah, if you have enjoyed this episode, like the video. You need to like it because Musashino might possibly be in the Champions League. You can also like it if you know that Musashino won't be in the Champions League and I'll be very unhappy Matthew by the time of next episode. You can also subscribe to the channel as well. Hit the bell for push notifications so you never miss an upload, because you're gonna see really good tactics. I figured out how to do tactics this year. I kind of struggled these past few years, but this year I'm really mastering tactics and it's working well. So if you want to see more Musashino doing well and maybe even being in Asia continental competitions, and subscribe to the channel, hit the bell for push notifications and all that good stuff. Like I said, check out what socials down in the description below, such as Twitch, Twitter. I've also got the Patreon, like I mentioned before, and the Discord if you say want to inclined to go, come join it and say hello to me, and the small community that is growing on there. Basically, it's just me and a couple of friends. We're never active on it, but if you join, might make it active. But yeah, I've been Matthew, also known as SamuraiHex, and I shall see you next time. Hex signing out. Bye everybody.